Hey y'all, and welcome to Denby's Teaching Tips. Here I am today with my sister Kim, and she gonna give us some tips too. Y'all get ready. Today we're gonna talk about some brain breaks that you can use in the classroom. When the kids getting restless, and then you can use some brain breaks to get them out their seat and get them moving. We'll be right back. The first brain break is both of us can tell you, everybody knows when you are sitting in class and the kids are getting restless, turn on some music, get up and do a dance or something like that. One of the dances I always do is an old song called Grandma Moses Sick in Bed. Call the doctor said, Grandma, you are not sick. All you need is a peppermint stick. Hands up, shakety shake, shake. Hands down, shakety shake, shake. Now turn around, shakety shake, shake. And touch the ground, shakety shake. I do that with the grown-ups. I even used to do it with my choir at church. Just cause they were getting restless, and that's something you can use. You gotta dance or something.
But you can't be afraid to be a little silly or anything like that. We're dealing with children and sometimes adults, so you can do a whole bunch of different things.
High schoolers too.
Exactly. High schoolers definitely. Don't think that they're grown just because they're older. They're not grown. They're still kids in their head. Still do stuff like that. Especially for those high schools that have block schedules.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
An hour and 45 minutes.
Get a little silly with your high schoolers. They might look at you crazy at first because they're thinking, we're high schoolers. We don't do this little kiddie stuff. But they will surprise you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a list of songs or dances. These are some YouTube channels that you can go to find some brain breaks. I love to use Cuckoo Kangaroo. They always make up crazy songs and dances. Also, you can use Go Noodle.
My favorite go-to is Just Dance. A lot of the Just Dance songs off the Nintendo Wii or the Switch has been downloaded on YouTube, and that way you can you can actually find all the different videos and kind of put them in one little folder so you can use those. Make sure that they are appropriate, of course.
Right.
But my favorite go-to is definitely YouTube and using Just Dance and oh gosh.
And
what
one
else?
more is Desmond Dennis. He is kind of a new YouTube artist, and he does hip hop nursery rhymes, and it's really good. So y'all check out those YouTube channels, and those are some good brain breaks. We back, y'all, for number 2. And I still got my same cup. Insert eye roll here. I gotta have my coffee.
All right, so number 2. This is something that I found. I don't know how I came up with it, or maybe I found something similar to it, but I like to do balloon volleyball.
Now, how do you do it? Explain to the people how to set it up, child, because I don't even know.
Okay, so it's not hard at all. All you need is string, long enough string to go across the classroom, or at least wall to wall, however you want to do it.
So a piece of yarn.
Piece of string, and a balloon. Now, I'm going to tell you, when you blow up your balloon, it's very light. So it's better to put like a penny in there or maybe a rock in there. I don't want to say nothing sharp, but something that's going to give the balloon a little weight.
Okay.
No balls. The balloon is the best thing because it's kind of light, so you won't damage anything. Even if they hit it hard, it won't break anything. So this is what you do. You put a string, a piece of yarn across your classroom. Split your classroom in half. Don't let them pick teams. Don't let them pick teams. If you can split it so all they have to do is maybe turn their desk a certain way instead of having to rearrange the whole classroom, do it like that. And then they have to stay in their desk. Okay, that's the whole point of it. They have to stay in their desk, and we still have the same rules as volleyball. You can only hit the ball one time, but give each side 3 times to get the ball over the string, over the yarn. And you just keep going back and forth. They will have a blast. Now, something that was told to me was a good way to kind of keep a little bit of order is if they stand up, they have to get out, maybe do a problem, whatever you guys were working on, read something, copy a word, do a math problem, and then they can come back and join the game.
I told her that.
He did tell me that. He did tell me that. But yes, so piece of yarn, piece of string, a balloon, or a couple of balloons, because sometimes, you can hit it and it'll just pop for no reason. So make sure you have some backup. But piece of yarn, piece of string, arrange the desk as easy as you can possibly do it, and play a little balloon volleyball. It'll be like a blast.
Break.
And you'll have fun too.
Now, y'all, number 3, it kind of goes with the volleyball, because what I do sometimes when my kids are getting restless, like if we getting ready to move from math to reading or something like that, I move the desk. We'll rearrange the desk, put the desk on the outside of the classroom. Everybody get a mat, come lay on the floor with your reading book, and let's read. Doing that makes them, they're excited now. We get to lay on the floor. We get to do this.
Sure.
So that's a way to get them, out of that monotonous of sitting and writing. So they know for reading time, we get to move our desk on the wall. And you can do it so much, get the kids in a routine to where they do it automatically. It's
Sure.
reading time. That means get your mat, lay on the floor, open the book. We gonna read together.
Plus it gets movement in the children as well. That, like you said, that monotonous of sitting all the time, as long as they know that they can get up and move just a little bit. It doesn't have to be but 30 seconds or maybe a minute. That right there will get them moving and excited about getting ready to do the next activity, whether it's math or reading or whatever it is. They'll get excited about going to that transition into that next activity.
Wait a minute. Okay.
All right. Brain break number 4. Trash can basketball. Probably one of the easiest things to do. Make sure all of your students, you can provide the paper, but I usually make the students take a piece of notebook paper out, crumble it up into a ball. You're going to set 2 trash cans either in the front of your room or wherever you have the most open space. Set 2 trash cans up front. It has to be evenly matched. Separate your class. Do not let them choose teams. It will take too long. Separate your class into even teams, as even as you can get them, and start letting them throw. You also have to make sure you set a point that they can't go past, whether it's a desk or a chair. They cannot move past that chair to shoot the ball. And then they start shooting the ball. If you miss it, I want to say I usually give a student 2 or 3 chances. If they miss it, they have to go and do a problem. That was an idea from Mr. Denby here. Yes. So to keep them coming back to the game, so they at least have a chance to, still participate. Let them go do a math problem, write vocabulary words 3 times or 5 times, and then come back to the game. Easiest game. It'll probably get loud. So
explain. So step 1, put your garbage cans in the front of the room spaced out evenly. Step 2, the kids ball up a piece of paper and get in line in their teams. So how do they know when to shoot? They just start shooting?
You have to give them a go. You have to tell them, all right, I like to do a countdown, 3, 2, 1, start shooting. If they miss, like I said, I usually give them like 3 chances to make the basket. But even if they miss, they have to go and do a problem, spelling word, vocabulary, whatever you have, whatever assignment that you guys were working on before the brain break. You can get them to do something, just anything, so they can go and fix that, go and work on something, and then come back. They get a second chance to come back and work and do the activity. So yeah, so once you split the teams, let them go at it, give them a time limit, and then maybe have a little prize or something, that you can give them, pencils or erasers or stickers, who knows. But that's probably, and I'm gonna tell you, trash can basketball usually works well for high school and middle school students. It's a competition, so it can get pretty loud, but it can be fun and it's effective.
Okay, today, this is our last brain break for today. Now, sometimes also in the room, you need the kids to just quiet down and calm down. And so on Dimby's Playful Parables and on Dimby's Teaching Tips, I have my relaxation clouds. The kids get a 20-second timer, and that counts down, and they know that means go sit down somewhere, lay down, do whatever you have to do, get quiet. By the time it get to 0, it's quiet. Then you see the clouds. When you see the clouds, you inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and then you calm down. Then by then you can get them to transition to where I normally use it for transition anyway. If the kids, even after one of the brain breaks that you've done, put on the timer so that they can calm down. Let's transition back to work mode. All right, y'all. This has been Dimby's Teaching Tips with Kim, my sister. She is somebody's teacher, I'm telling you. Yes, she is, I'm telling you. She get kids to do anything. You don't know, she the kid whisperer. So anyway, I hope y'all can use some of these tips, and I hope they are working for you. Leave a comment below if you have another idea. Maybe you do something different for brain breaks. Or if you tried one of these ideas and they work for you, leave a comment below. So as always, we stop, think, and breathe, and make the right choice. Y'all have a good day.
Have a good one.